Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we're going to have to talk about ProJared because he's actually finally responded to the most severe accusations, and to be completely honest, I have to say it is definitely worth watching his video, even though it's over 42 minutes long. Because within that time he manages to provide evidence that casts very real doubt on the claims that he has actually encouraged minors to send adult photos of themselves to him. Which is important because these were the only accusations that carried very real legal consequences with them. Now, as regular viewers may recall, I did in fact cover this topic a few months back in a few videos, in which I will openly admit that I actually believed the accusations made against him because of the evidence that they provided at the time seemed compelling enough. And while I also believe that he should receive a fair trial over all of this, I still won't deny that I myself actually believed him to be guilty, at that time anyways. But let's go on to the most important elements of evidence that he provides that completely refute the claims made against him. The first of his accusers is known online as Chai, who, while made the most severe accusations, did not himself actually provide any evidence. So as a consequence, even back in the day, I didn't exactly use Chai as a source. Instead, I focused on the accusations made by another individual, which we will be getting to. Chai claims that between the months of March and July of 2016, ProJared personally contacted him for adult photos, even though supposedly knowing that Chai was only 16 at the time. And in response, Chai eventually caved into this pressure. As I've said, this is the most severe accusation, as Chai claims that ProJared actively knew he was only 16 at this time. However, what's rather interesting and what ultimately puts this claim to doubt is that ProJared found an article written by Chai himself, which shows that within this particular time period, Chai was actually suffering from severe medical issues, literally being unable to remember anything from a good chunk of this time period, and was even then still suffering from severe hallucinations well after that time frame, which means that if this article is accurate, then he could have simply well imagined the whole tale. And as such, Chai is an unreliable source at best. So let's talk about the other accuser, who is known on Twitter as Charlie, who has at least provided some evidence to back up their claims, and thus was the main source of information that I actually used in my videos. Now, Charlie claims that they were openly willing to send these photographs of themselves to ProJared, but that ProJared simply never asked them for their age. They also claim that it was also heavily implied that they were in fact underage in their communications with ProJared. Now, ProJared does admit that these communications between him and Charlie do indeed exist. However, there are a few things that Charlie decided to openly lie about. And not just to ProJared, but to the internet as a whole in their attempt to smear ProJared. For you see, ProJared did indeed make it quite clear that he only wanted people of age to send him any photos whatsoever. And he did indeed ask Charlie for their age, which they specifically lied about. He even provides elements of this particular communication that Charlie did not, demonstrating that Charlie decided to cherry-pick what parts of the conversation went public. There are other pieces of evidence that ProJared provides, but at this point I think it's quite safe to say that both of these accusations are very well in doubt, and were only made with what could be considered vile and malicious intent. And it doesn't help their case that both Chai and Charlie decided to delete both their accusations and evidence that they had made public, or that they never even tried to contact the authorities despite individuals such as myself urging them to do so. Basically what I'm saying is that I've actually had a change in opinion on the ProJared controversy. I now believe him to be completely innocent of the criminal accusations made against him. And while one could debate all the other stuff that he's been accused of, the simple fact of the matter is none of that other stuff is actually criminal in nature, but instead could simply be filed under pointless internet drama, so I see no real reason to personally care about any of the other stuff. But nevertheless, I do consider myself absolutely obligated to make this video. I will 100% admit that I was duped into believing Charlie's accusations against ProJared, and regardless of the fact that even then I still believed that he deserved a fair trial, the point still remains that I, along with the internet as a whole, were fooled by Charlie's accusations. So at the very least, I've started by making this clarification on what exactly happened. In addition, I will say right now that if anyone such as game journalists decide to continue to use these questionable accusations to further smear ProJared, then I will make a point of defending him from these hit pieces. Finally, let's go over the subject of the videos that I've already done. I do not believe in censorship of any kind, so I will not be taking those videos down. I will, however, be providing links in the description to this video and to ProJared's video, and will pin comments in all of those videos linking the same. I do have to wish ProJared the best of luck in this situation, and as I've suggested, I will do what I can to rectify what damage I've caused within this whole mess. In any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.